Hey everybody, Austin Hill Shaw, founder of Creativity Matters and author of the Shoreline of Wonder on Being Creative. Right now, I'm in Denver, Colorado, a few days after Thanksgiving in this beautiful winter wonderland. As you can see, it's been snowing for the past couple days, and now there's just sort of this blanket of white and gray everywhere. It's kind of a magical, it's like really stark and quiet out here. And I'm out here walking around here with my 5-year-old daughter, Lucia, and we're having a great time enjoying just wandering around in the snow. You know, living in Berkeley, of course, we never see the snow in Berkeley, so it's a real treat to be out here. And what I wanted to talk about a little bit today was just this idea of the importance of darkness and creativity and the importance of going within. A friend of mine once said, growth happens in the light and transformation in the darkness. Growth happens in the light and transformation in the darkness. And I think that that's an amazing way of looking in a very succinct way about what we are here to do as creators. And sometimes we're growing, okay? And sometimes we're transforming. And if you think of growth like, during the springtime where all these new flowers and buds are popping up, it's this really a wonderful time. I was born in May, and so every time I kind of move into the springtime, I really feel this sense of almost being reborn again. And sometimes I fear, must admit, this march towards wintertime when everything's getting darker, when things are getting colder. But after my friend told me this, again, that growth happens in the life and transformation in the darkness, it's allowed me to think of this time of year in a very different way and recognize that transformation that happens in the darkness is an incredibly important aspect of being a human being and being a creator. That transformation allows us to move away from habitual patterns and move into new areas that are enlivening and new and enlivening to us. And you can think of this, the metaphor of the caterpillar that goes into a cocoon that kind of wraps themselves up and goes into that dark place and really transforms from this sort of worm-like creature to this creature that can fly. I mean, it's utterly miraculous in my opinion. And so, but each one of us as human beings are doing that in our own ways. And if we're not doing it in that, then our life becomes habitual, it becomes flat, and it becomes unfulfilling. So again, even though this time of year sometimes scared me, it's actually been I've learned to embrace it as a time by which sometimes my energy starts to drop, sometimes I want to sleep more, sometimes I want to eat more. I'm not as productive as I am in the growth time of year. It's more yin energy, it's sort of that settling energy, and it feels a lot, how should I say, it's foreign, but the more that I embrace it, again, lots of insights to come in, because those insights, those aha moments are those transformations that are happening in our own minds and our own awareness. And when we have those aha moments and allow them to be there, well, it's a really exciting thing. It allows us to grow and move in new directions and take on new ways of being. So, and I'm also reminded here that in 2009, essentially, I went through the biggest transformation time of my life. My wife was at that point, just around this time, about 8 months pregnant. Our daughter was scheduled to be born in the middle of December. And so there was this anticipation of this new life coming into the world. And for my wife, it was very biological. It's how to say, her body was changing in an unprecedented manner. And for me, it was very psychological. So it was scary for me, this idea of being a father with all this new responsibility. And so I was having to transform in my own way. I was having to go through this period of intense transformation, which looking back at, I sort of I'm amazed I'd even survived it sometimes. But what came out of that, right on the eve of summer solstice, was my daughter. Her daughter named Lucia. And Sierra, come on over here, sweetheart, will you? Anyways, and she's actually the one that said, Dad, we got to go out and play in the snow, even though I'm like, gosh, it's a little bit cold out there. I could sort of hunker down a little bit. And, having kids, they're always pulling you into situations that, as an adult, as a single man, I would have not probably done. But by her desire to sort of live life and explore in her own creative mind, she's brought me into all these wonderful situations. Come on, honey. Sweetie, right on over here, please. Anyways, she's coming on over here. But anyways, I just want you to recognize that in this time, again, as we move towards winter solstice, again, winter solstice being the shortest day of light in the year, in the northern hemisphere, you know, it's an incredible time for you to really kind of go within, and by going within and looking within, by reflecting on the year, by thinking of maybe what you want to do in the upcoming year, that you can really start to open yourself up to those transformative insights that can sort of enter into your mind stream, into your awareness. So I don't know if we're gonna get Sierra. She seems pretty happy running around out there. Maybe I can go grab her. Let's see. We're coming after you. Hey, can you say hello?
Hello.
Hello. So this is Sierra Lucia, who was born on December 20th, 2009. And now she's trying to plant a tree right now. She's not totally on the growth and transformation circuit right now. Can you look up here, sweetie?
I'm trying to make it grow.
She's trying to make it grow.
Okay, but it won't grow so fast.
Were you listening to what I was talking about? That growth happens in the light and transformation in the darkness?
I know.
Anyways, so this is Austin Hill Shaw, founder of Creativity Matters and author of the Shoreline of Wonder, reminding you to connect deeply, to make a difference, and to inspire creativity in others. Thank you so much for joining me.